Hello, I'm Cheryl Cran, leadership expert. Today I want to talk to you about it's no longer about the generations. I know what you might be thinking. Oh my goodness, she wrote the book on generations. She wrote the book 101 Ways to Make Generations X, Y, and Zoomers Happy at Work. And that is true, I did. And that book was published in 2010. However, here's what CEOs and leaders have been sharing with me since that book was issued, and that is very quickly it's moved away from being about the generations in the workplace, and it's moving to three very distinct things that are happening in the workplace that is generationally influenced, but really these issues stand alone. The number one issue is technology. Although there's different rates of adaptation by the generations, that much is true. It really is about making the technology accessible and allowing everybody to learn it so that they can work and collaborate together effectively. But that's not specifically about the generations. It's specifically about the technology. And one could argue that somebody who's in their 50s is very technically savvy as somebody who is in their 20s. However, the biggest challenge moving forward is allowing everyone to get together, to work on the technology together, to move and drive growth and innovation forward. So I would say technology overrides the generations as an issue. The second item is business growth. If you look at business growth, really it's about skill development, and it's not specific to generations, although a baby boomer or a zoomer might argue and say, well, the Gen Y doesn't sell the way we do. But that's not really about generations. It's really about sales skill and sales technique. So again, if we use the integration of technology into the mix, we can say that technology has changed the way we all sell, and some people use technology more than others. For example, it would be safe to say that a Generation Y would use more social media, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, all of those tools to help them sell. You might have a tougher time convincing a baby boomer or a zoomer that that would be a way for them to increase their sales. But there is an opportunity to look at these elements with generational influence, but it's no longer appropriate to say that all of our challenges within the workplace are to do with the generations. It's about breaking them down. The number three issue really is about adaptation to what the customer is asking for. And that's not really a generations issue, that's really a marketplace knowledge or marketplace adaptation. A company that does a really good job of that, of course, is Apple. Apple does have a largely predominant younger employee base, but then they also have a mix of the Generation X and the Zoomers as well. But if you look at it more from a what is the customer looking for, interesting statistic that I read in Bloomberg magazine just yesterday is that Generation Y is actually not the consumer that they were predicted to be based on economic situations with the economy that we've experienced for the last few years. So what we want to look at is overall buyer need, buyer habit when it comes to what is the customer looking for. So just a quick video for you just to let you know it's not just about the generations anymore. It's about the three crucial pieces of business that we're looking at. If you want to know more information, please go to my website, CherylCran.com. You can actually text now to receive free audio from me. You'll find out more on my homepage, and you can also sign up for my email newsletter as well. Thanks for spending your time with me.